Here are some tips and tricks for Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. First of all, make sure to use security app from time to time, as it provides a bunch of different great tools that allow you, for instance, to optimize your device quickly. After scanning, you can press optimize in order to check the system security as well as app security and clear cache. After the check, you can also use one of these tips that the app is providing. Furthermore, the security app provides the security scan option, boost speed, so we can speed up our device, and deep clean. Over here you can also find common features, and if you scroll all the way down and swipe up, you will open the toolbox with a bunch of different hidden options that are actually quite hard to find if someone doesn't know about this app. If you swipe from the top towards the bottom on the right side of the device, you will open the control sensor. However, if you are first timing this device, if you use it for the first time, then you may not recognize these buttons, and if you want to quickly know what they do, what you can do is open the settings, go to notifications and status bar, and then over here you can disable this option, don't show icon labels. And now you won't have the issue with recognizing those buttons because they have names. You can adjust the quality of the sound on your device by going to settings, then go to sound and vibration, scroll down, go to sound effects, and then over here you have graphic equalizer, where you can use one of these presets or you can choose custom and create your own one. And in the sound effects settings itself, we also have the option to switch between Dolby Atmos and Xiaomi Sound, so you can make sure that Dolby Atmos is actually enabled. In the settings, if you go to wallpaper and personalization, you will also find a bunch of different options that can be quite fun to use. For instance, the always on display, where we can also customize it there as well. We have the edge lighting or notification effects. So this is the effect that appears when you receive a notification and when the device is locked. And we also have the depth of the text in the lock screen. So you can hide the text behind an object or a person or anything else as long as it is detected by the device. If you go to apps in the settings, then you will find two quite interesting options, like for instance dual apps, which allow you to create a duplicate of an app. And this is especially useful when you have two accounts for a single app. So instead of switching those accounts, you can create a clone and then quickly just switch between those apps and not lose any settings, any data, and so on and so forth. These data are separated, so you don't mess things up. Besides that, you can also care about, if you care about the privacy of your apps, then of course you can use the app lock, which allows you to create a password for all apps that will be selected in the app lock. So the access is granted only if you either use the fingerprint sensor, if you wish to use it of course, as well as or the password that will be provided by you. So you can set up a unique password for those apps. If you wish to find everything about gestures and shortcuts that you can use, you can go to additional settings, and then here we have gesture shortcuts. For instance, over here you can enable and disable the digital assistant under the power button. We have gestures for taking a full screenshot or even the partial screenshot. Besides that, we can also use a shortcut for launching the camera or even enabling the flashlight. And we also have backtap gestures, which can also be quite useful, where we can assign something for double back tapping or triple back tapping. Besides that, you can also go to floating windows in the additional settings, and here you can enable a sidebar, which allows you to have quick access to a bunch of different apps. You can also, of course, change the position of the sidebar if needed by pressing and holding your finger, and then you can drag it anywhere else. And here you have the list of most used apps, and of course you can press this plus button in order to add your own 10 apps that will be added at the top of this list. In case you connect a USB device to your Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G and it doesn't work, you want to make sure that the OTG is enabled in that case. This might be the fix for most of the issues if the USB connection doesn't work, so you want to go to that option, enable OTG, and then connect your USB device. It can be like USB flash drive or something similar. You might also want to go to memory extension in order to increase the memory. By default, it is set to 6 GB, so if you want to maximize that, you can go over here and switch to 12 instead. In Gallery, you can create a private album. All you need to do is first select items that will be hidden, then choose Add to Album at the bottom, and then you can choose Private Album, and here you can set it up. In order to access the private album, you want to go to Albums and swipe down like so. You will need to, of course, enter the password, and then you have a hidden folder for your photos and videos. If you are looking for the Pro mode in the camera app, then you need to go to More, and then over here you should be able to find Pro. You might want to press Edit and then drag and drop the Pro mode into this and these tabs over here so that you have quicker access to the Pro mode over here. Of course, remember to save it. And now the Pro mode is easily accessible over here. In addition to that, you can also open the camera menu in order to find the 200 megapixels camera. Speaking of the camera, you can also go to the camera settings, and then over here, go to volume buttons function, and here you can, for instance, switch to zoom, and this allows you to zoom in and zoom out using volume buttons. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next videos. Bye!